Never ever take the questions of your children very casually and lightly. Why am I saying it? Because whatever the answers that you are giving to your children today, tomorrow that will become their philosophy, and that is what the practical examples you can see in the society. So many people keep saying that my parents used to say like this, my grandparents used to say like this, I believe in this, I believe in that. I want you to fucking understand this. Whatever the stupid and casual things that you are telling to your children today, it will become their philosophy tomorrow, and it will become their psychology, and it will become their mental state. If you are parents of your children, then three most important things that you should take care of if you really want to become a good parent in your life. Point number one is that if you truly want to become good parents in your life, then you should actually become inspiration and role model of your children. But unfortunately, what is happening that the role models and inspiration of your children are coming from the people who are selling Vimal on the advertisings. All kinds of crazy, stupid people that they do not even know in reality are becoming inspiration of your children, rather than you becoming role models and inspiration for your children, despite of the fact that you are the most closest people to your children. So it is very important for you to understand that you should work upon your body, you should work upon your mind, you should work upon your habits, you should work upon the atmosphere which is there in your family. You should become loving, you should become joyful, you should become happy, you should become bloody energetic. Then only you would be able to become inspiration of your children. Otherwise, you are just a fucking boring people. And that is what happening to most of the children. The most boring people for children is their parents. So it is very important for you to understand that if you truly want to become good parents in your life, then you should work upon yourself. You should work upon the atmosphere that you can provide to your children. Then only you would be able to become inspiration and role model to them. And then only you can consider yourself as a successful parents, rather than being a failure parents. It doesn't matter whatever the fuck that you have achieved in your life in other models, but you as a parents have failed if you do not become inspiration for your children's. Why am I saying this, that you should become inspiration to your children, that you should work upon yourself? Because I want you to understand that children will not do whatever the fuck that you speak from your mouth. Children will do the things that you do in your life. Children like to imitate, children don't like to listen. So if you want your children to do the things that you want them to do, then you will have to showcase them. You will have to show how to do those things. Rather than it's like this, you want your children to not use the mobile, but you are always on the mobile. You want your children to not watch the TV, but you are always watching TV. You want your children to become energetic, but you are bloody lying on the couch all the time. So it is very important for you to understand that whatever the hours that you're giving for your business or job is a different thing. But if you do not work upon yourself in such a way that at least 1 hour or 2 hours or 3 hours, whichever is there, you can dedicatedly and energetically give to your children so that they enjoy and they like you and they get inspired from you. Because one thing is very, very important, that children don't like the people who are mature enough or who are serious enough or whoever done something fucking great in the society or in their life. Children only like the people who are joyful and who are happy and who are loving. Children only get inspired by these kind of people, not by the people that they have done something great in life. They don't give damn to them. So it is very important for you to understand that as a parents, you should work upon your body, you should work upon your relations, you should work upon the atmosphere that you create into the house, and you should become inspiration of your children. That is the first advice that I would give to all the people. Advice number 2 is that you should never ever take the questions of your children casually and lightly. Unfortunately, most of the parents do that. Whatever the questions that their children ask, they don't answer them genuinely. They don't answer them with the truth which is there. They take so casually and lightly. They don't answer the right things. And one of the major reasons why people are not able to answer the questions of their children is because children ask so many questions, and people do not even have enough energy to answer their questions. So it is very important for you to understand that never ever take the questions of your children very casually and lightly. You must answer those questions as simply as possible, but answer them with utmost generosity. Why am I saying it? Because whatever the answers that you are giving to your children today, tomorrow that will become their philosophy, and that is what the practical examples you can see in the society. So many people keep saying that my parents used to say like this, my grandparents used to say like this, I believe in this, I believe in that. I want you to fucking understand this. Whatever the stupid and casual things that you are telling to your children today, it will become their philosophy tomorrow, and it will become their psychology, and it will become their mental state. And it is very important for you to understand that once something which gets set in a children's brain, it is very hard for a children's brain to change it later. So that was the advice number 2. Advice number 3, and I would say one of my best advices that I can give to any other people who have been parents of children, is never ever, at least till the age of your children get 12 to 15, don't try to get your children into the races. Don't try to teach them this is right, this is wrong, this is good, this is bad, this is virtue, this is sin, this is great, this is stupid, they are high standard, they are low standard, don't sit with that kind of people, don't sit with this kind of people. I bloody request you that never ever put your children into the races, never ever put your children into the competition. Why am I saying you this? Because today's children are tomorrow's youngsters, and that is why if you don't prepare the inclusive, happy, joyful and equivalent children into the society, then no matter how successful your children become today, tomorrow they will never ever become great people into the society, great people into the community, great people for the nation. They will just become a stupid successful people. So I personally request you that you as a parents should not put so much of pressure on your children in terms of competition and comparison and sin and virtue and this and that. It's okay if you just want them to understand few things about education, you can put them into education, but you can even guide the schools which are teaching all these kinds of stupid philosophies and creating competition and hatred among the children. It is really going to create a very bad society tomorrow. So these are the 3 things that I wanted you to understand. If you as a parent want to understand, the first thing that become their role model and inspiration, for that you have to work upon yourself, work upon your body, work upon your mind, work upon being joyful and happy, create a good environment and atmosphere into your society, be loving and showcase what you want your children to do. Don't try to tell them with the words, show them with your actions. Point number 2 is that never ever take your children's questions lightly and casually. Answer them with the simple things, but in utmost sincerity and with the truth, and never ever answer your children's questions casually and lightly. Point number 3 is don't try to put your children too much into the competition and comparison and races. Don't try to teach them this is good, bad, right, wrong, sin, virtue, great, stupid and all those things. Just make them loving, joyful and happy, and try to teach them whatever the skills and education that you want them to learn. That's all for this video. Thank you so much.